Hello and welcome. I'm srick91 and I'm going to show you how to make your own 3D pony model for SourceFilmmaker and Garry's mod. For a model like this you will need three things. First, the model parts, and second, a little program that can build your model from the parts, and third, a file that tells this program how to build your model. So first you have to download the model parts. I will put download link in the description so you can download it from there. In the download you will see these folders, well, except this. This contains the pre-made model parts of the pony models. Second, the program. This program is called, well, studiomdl. If you want to use only SourceFilmmaker, then you already have it in common, SourceFilmmaker, game, bin, and here, studiomdl. But if you use this, then the model won't work in Garry's mod. So I will show you how to get the other one. The other one will be downloaded to the Team Fortress 2 folder. So within Team Fortress 2, bin, and studiomdl. I'm sure most of you don't have this by default. So go to your Steam library, on Team Fortress 2, right click and click Properties. Then go to the Betas tab. Here, well, since I don't have internet connection now, I can't show you what you have to choose, but it's SMD Tools, Beta, and something. After that, you just close and run the game once. You just start it, wait until it loads up and close. You don't have to do anything. Then the files will be downloaded. So now you have studiomdl. The last thing is a little file that will be use to open up studiomdl and build your model. For that, I have to copy one. It's mine. I will put this in the description. The point is that there's two file paths here. The first goes to studiomdl.exe. So if you have different path, for example you don't have this, or you installed Steam into another folder, then you have to change it. The second here is the folder where your model will be placed. For example, I put everything in usermod. So it's within common, SourceFilmmaker, game, and usermod. And since I make models, then it will put everything in the models folder. But if you decide to use Garry's mod, then you have to change it to common slash Garry's mod and Garry's mod. So here goes Garry's mod slash Garry's mod. Okay, And the second line, well, it's just a pause command. I will explain why is this for. And after you made a text file like that, you have to save it as, it's save as, give it any name you want, so ASD, anything, and here choose every type of file or something like this, and put .bat to the end of the file name and save it. Now it should have, I remove it, it should have an icon like this. Okay, I created a folder for the stuff for the model. For example, here's the picture I'm starting with. Well, I will put wings on it too to show you how to make it. And the result will be something like this, just to show you it works. Okay, so first go back to the Ponies source folder. Here you can see a folder called QC. Open it up and you can see the Ponies names here. You have to choose that have the same, well, you should choose that have the same body than you want to make. Well, the differences between the bodies are the eyes and the eyelashes, so well, except the males. So for example, Twilight have these eyelashes, so I will copy Twilight, QC, copy and paste here in the pony source, and I rename it to, well, my OC. It's important to don't use space in the file name. You can edit this, well, open this with Notepad++, or I'm pretty sure that other text editors can do it too. I will put a download link in the description. First, remove the first line, it's not needed. Second, after model name you can set the name of the model. I will just leave it VN my OC underline, or I don't know what it's called, my OC. Second, here comes the body, where if you choose as I said, then you don't have to change this. But for example, if you decide to use not Twilights but for example Rarity's eyelashes, then you have to change it to Rarity's body, which you can check here in the bodies folder within the Pony source bodies, and here are the body files. As you can see, it's Rainbow Dash, Rarity, male. I will make another video for the males because it's a bit more complicated. And well, Twilight, well, you don't have this and this because I made them. And here's of course no eyelashes. And Fluttershy, it's maybe a most important difference. I mean, she have the biggest difference between the others because she have different eye. Okay, enough talking. Next, go down all the way here. Here you can see body groups. Body groups are used to give more body parts to the model, because without these the model don't have wings, tail, mane or any accessories that you want to add. So, well, the horn is already here, the mane and the tail. So I just leave it like this, the horn. Mane, the mains are within Ponies source, well, in the mains folder. It's pretty a lot of them. You have to choose depending on the shape of the main. For example, it's like vinyl scratch main, so I go here and check its name here, main scratch. So I copy its name and replace it. Don't remove the SMD ending and don't remove the folder name either. And second, tail. It's a rainbow dash tail, so I think it's tail RD, but I check. So tails, and here it is, tail RD. And place it here. CD materials. For short, these are for the colors of the model. You don't have to do anything with the second one, but the first, which ends with the pony's name, you have to change it to anything you want. You just have to, have to remember it. For example, it will be my OC model. Save. And that's all for now, for this part. Texture group skin families. If it looks like this for you, then you don't have to change it. Next thing, jiggle bones. Jiggle bones are, well, mostly used in Source Filmmaker, but you can post them in Garry's mod too. Those are little bones in the mane and tail that moves automatically or dynamically. So you have to put here the correct jiggle bones. For example, these are the jiggle bones for Twilight. So I just remove all of them and put here what I have to. For example, main scratch. So I have to go for vinyls, jiggle bones in QC, and vinyl scratch. I open it and start from here, go down. Here it's hair, but then it's tail from here, so it's the tail's jiggle bones, but I don't need them, only the main. So I copy and paste, save, then the tail. Sorry. I open up Rainbow Dash QC and go down to her tail, jiggle bones, select all, copy and paste. Ragdoll sequence. This is for the actual ragdoll effect, so it can drag around, it can be grabbed and thrown around in Garry's mod, you know. And you have to choose one that fits with your model. These are in the ragdoll folder. So here are the variations. These you have. Here's one for an alicorn, a long tail, a normal, and a male. So I will stay with the normal. But if you use a fluttershy tail or rarity tail, then you have to choose the long tail. So copy its name and replace this. Of course, don't remove the ragdoll folder name. Next, Pi model. Maybe I said it right. Same with this. So there are some variations depending on the tail length. So within Pi model, here are the variations, except this. Male short, male medium, female, some variations. Long tail test and long tail, I don't know what's the difference. Well, you can try any of them, I think, for fluttershy or rarity's tail. So I stay with the medium tail. Here, if you have lines like this, join, skip, whatever, it means that the model won't use the bones that listed here. For example, here are 4 bones for the wings. But since I want to use wings, which I will add, then, well, I won't remove these, but if I put these in the beginning of the line, then studiomdl will ignore these lines. If you make an earth pony or a unicorn, then you have to put these lines in without these, so as it was. So I have put in the wings here in body groups. I just copy it from the rainbow-qc because then I'm sure I won't screw up. Yeah, copy. As you can see, it's 2 lines within body group because you can change between the spread and the closed wings separately to the right and the left wing. And save. And I think that's all. Well, except if you make something extreme, or I don't know, don't use tail or main, then you have to make join skip lines for the tail 1, and same with the hair, I don't know what it's called, hair back 1, 2. Okay, so save. So now you have oops, now you have a QC and this bat file in Ponies source. What you have to do is drag the QC and release it on the bat file. And after some time, okay, after a lot of time, it will say that it's complete. I will cut here. to save some time. Okay, so it's finished. You have to see completed and your QC name. If you didn't put that pause line in the pad file, then you won't see this. The window will close immediately as it finishes. Also, if you have any error message, then you will see that here. And press any key to continue. So, as it was in the QC, it says the model name is VN and the bat file, I click on edit, says it goes to usermod. I said usermod. So my model should be in the usermod folder. So I go to common, SourceFilmmaker, game, usermod and models. And here I have pretty nice amount of models already, but it should be some variations already, but this is it. You should have 6 files with that name. Well, if you used Garry's mod, then it's the same. Then you will have them in Garry's mod, and by default there's no models folder. But if you used it, then it will make a folder called models and put that 6 file into that. And I will show how the model looks like right now, because it's working, I guess. So I open up a model viewer, load up a model, vn my oc.mdl dot, and here the model itself works. It has the wings, the horn, and the jiggle bones are working. Well, what you can see in this, it's the missing texture colors. So if you let's just that be enough, it's missing texture. So from now you just have to make the colors. Let me show it how. As you set in your QC at the CD materials line, there's models, VNMLP and your folder as you set it. You have to go there. So I go to Source Filmmaker, game, usermod, and this models is not the same folder where your models are. It's within materials and then models somewhere. Models, VNMLP, and here are the ponies colors basically. So you have to make a folder with that name. So new folder, my OC model, and it would be hard to make everything from scratch, so I will copy one. For example, that you have Applejack, yeah, copy, and paste. Okay, no bend and no hat needed. Okay, and in case of Applejack, she have tail and mane coloring like this, tail upper, tail lower, but I will use different. So instead of explaining the whole thing, I just put in others. So I remove them. What? Oh yeah, it's it's my work here. Okay. So for the mane and tail, and let's just pick what I set for the model. For example, vinyl scratch. I go to hair, copy, and paste. For the tail, oops, go to rainbow dash, tail, copy, my folder, and paste. So if you refresh here, sorry, well, if I use this button, then model viewer will just crash. So I press F5. You can see in the dark. F5. Well, that's colorful. Still need horn and wings. Let's pick a horn from more colors. Rarity. Horn. Copy. Nope. Paste. And oops. Rainbow dash. Wings. Copy. IOC model. And paste. Go back here. F5. Yep. And now we don't have missing textures. But as you can see, it still use those ponies colors, not the ones that are here. There are VMT and VTF files. The VTF files are the images, and the VMT files are, well, the model looks for these. I open one up and show it. You can open these with Notepad, and I'm pretty sure other simple Notepad maybe, I don't know, but within you can see base texture line, which have a path. In this case it contains Applejacks, but you need this folder, so we'll just copy, I'm in the CD materials folder, so copy that, paste it here, so it will point to this folder where I copied the materials or colors or textures, you name it. and save and close. And the ugly thing is that this have to be done with every single VMT. As you can see, when at the eye it have two like this, so replace this one and this one, save, close, next, Applejack, IOC, same there, save and close. And this goes to every VMT files. Okay. Well, I copied it from vinyl, so if it has vinyl's path there, but you have to replace it as well. You can see another path in some of the VMTs ending with light wrap, but it's in common, so you don't have to do anything with that. Only the base texture. And save. Horn, not rarity, tail, not rainbow dash, it's my OC model. And finally, wings, save. So now if I refresh here, it will look like that nothing happens, because I copied the images as well. So now it used these images that looks the same as the others. So you have to open and change them. For that you need one more tool or program. I will put download link in the description. It's called VTFEdit. Open up VTFEdit and just simply pick one, for example the body, and drag it or open or anyhow. So here's Applejack's body's texture. In VTFEdit, go on File, Export, and I will put this image into this folder, what I have made for my model. So I copy and paste, slash body. So now here's the body named TGA image. You have to do the same, well, almost with every single VTF, I think, except the eyeballs. These are just simple white. So hair, export, it already jumps to that folder and name it, so just click save. Horn, export, save. Pupil left, export, save. And yeah, it's just like this. It's not the worst part. Save. As you can see, these are the different pupil sizes. The derp. Why the derp? I left it here by mistake. Okay, so export, save, export, save. Those derped eyes were there because I used them in a video. Oops, not import, export, tail, save, and finally wings, just a single colored small image, but I will export it. Export. Uh, mhm. Yeah. To edit these TGA images, well, I will use Photoshop now, but you can use, I guess, GIMP too. So I will show it with one, for example, the body. I won't make cutie mark now because it just takes time and I don't want to waste your time with this, really. What I will do, I just select the eye, the mouth and the nose. I make new layer and same with these. If you use male model, then you just have to remove the black uh, parts from here. Yeah. Oh, and this. It's the mouth inside. Okay. Here via copy. I won't make cutie mark, so I just pick the color from this picture. Color of this. Save. Save. The mouth should be something darker, I guess. On this layer. Yep. And just lazily. Yeah. That's it. I save. I won't keep the PSD right now, I just save as TGA and I will save over the exported image. So I hit save, replace, yes. It's okay if you keep it 32-bit per pixel. It won't cause any color loss or something. So this body has been changed, which means it can be imported into VTFEdit. So on VTFEdit, go File and Import. Select the body, click Open. I don't generate MIP maps or anything because that makes it blurry. and some angles, so but you can check it in if you want. I don't like it. Not responding, just have to wait. Okay, so it loaded up. As you can see, it's the new one. So I hit save and go to the folder where my colors for the body for the model is, and save it on the body VTF. Save, replace, yes. Go back to model viewer and hit F5. And as you can see, the body is changed. You have to do the same with wings, hair, and every single VTF. For example, the left pupil. I guess I said it right. Pupil, I don't know. So to make it pinkish or amber, I don't know, like this, it's enough. It's if you change the saturation, or saturation, I don't know. Bit more color. It's pretty close. Yeah, like this. Easier to remember square numbers. Minus. Okay. And just save. So file save. Do the same with all the others. Tick, 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 tick. So image, hue saturation, and here minus 120 and plus 20. Okay, save, close. Then the same with the others. I will cut here to make it shorter. Okay, so I have every pupil changed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3 for the left and 3 for the right one. Last is the horn. So I'm not sure, but I think it will be a bit tricky. Make a new layer and fill it with her body's color. Select color range, maybe. Yeah, that's better. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I make a new layer. If I fill the color of the lines. Yeah, much better. Better. So, yeah, save it as horn TGA. Yep. Oh, and the last one. Nope. The wings. Wings. Why there? Here. It's just single color, so fill the whole thing to the body with the body color and save it over. Okay. Oh yeah, mane and tail. But first I'm gonna import not the body but horn for start, and save it to the horn VTF. Save, yes. Go here, F5, horn is set. Now I will show one pupil and cut because it just takes long. So I import pupil left TGA. Here it is. Save. Make sure you save the right one, so don't change them. Pupil L. Now VTF already exists. Yep. So now if I go back here, not like that, F5, then you can see that this eye is changed. But the other one still need to be changed, and the additional skins as well. So I come back when I'm finished with them. Okay, so I have all of the eyes reskinned, only tail, wings and mane left. Well, mane, I mean the wings are simple. This is just import wings TGA, save it as wings.vtf. Yep. Same with the body or the others. Well, tail and hair. To see how it looks. So the light blue parts will be lighter blue will be filled with this yellow. The new layer. Yeah, sorry. And all the other this. Save STGA. Yup. And same with the tail. Yeah, well, it starts with yellow and in Rainbow Dash it's purple. So the background will be yellow, and I will make the other reddish. I don't know how it's called. Nope. These filled with color. Well, yeah, that color. The others save TGA replace. Okay, back to VTFEdit, file, import, only main and tail left, so hair. Okay, save. As you can see, where are you? Hair, VTF, yes. And finally, tail, Control S, tail, yes. F5, and yeah, finally, it's finished. Well, this part. From here I will try if it really works in Garry's mod. Yeah, I almost forgot Garry's mod. If you want to spawn this model in Garry's mod, then you have to copy its files to an add-on. I just show it. It's easier than explaining. So common Garry's mod add-ons, and within the MLP overhaul. Let's start with the materials because this is the folder that I have open. So I copy my OC model, copy, within MLP overhaul I go in materials, models, PNMLP, and paste it here. Then go back here, go in models, and within usermod or Garry's mod models, it's here somewhere. I think it's this one. And copy, then paste. From now on, you can spawn it in Garry's mod. Well, it didn't work first, because when I tried to spawn it, it just simply crashed Garry's mod. When you have problem like this, so in the game you can see the model within games, all, and here. Then I clicked on it and crashed the game, just simply closed. If you have problem like that, then in the QC it's probably somewhere here, the problem. What I have made is added this line, join skip hairback 1, because this main don't use the hairback 1 bone. Well, I opened up the QC of vinyl scratch and checked that, and yeah, she have that line too. And since she's a Pegasus, I checked out Rainbow Dash. I copied this whole thing in the end, pasted it here, and then added this line from Vinyl's QC. Then compiled again, so I dragged and dropped it into the bat file. Then it generated the model again in my usermod folder. So I copied the new model files into the MLP overhaul models, and from now it finally working. So there she is. Mm, I really hope that you find this tutorial useful. If you have any questions or you stuck somewhere, leave a comment, and of course don't forget to check the description. I will make Q&A, so if someone have that question like you before, then maybe you will find the answer in the description or in the comments below. So good luck and take care. Bye.